We are streaming now.
So, John, when are we getting the body pillows of Jeff?
They're in research and development right now.
Body pillow run mad.
I almost chose my biscuit. Fuck you.
They're in R&D at the moment. We do have. If you guys would like to go to the merch store that's in the underneath of our Twitch, or also linked at the top of the website, we do have cushions of Luz and Kriv's wedding photos. So that is available from the FBF merch store, and that's probably also the first time I've actually done a proper plug for the fact that, one, we have an FBF merch store, and two, we actually put stuff in it on a stream, which is really bad.
Is anybody there?
You have a merch stream? We sell merch?
Apparently.
Like, when did we start doing that?
And I made artwork.
We sell-
We've
We've sold T-shirts for ages.
No,
I
we're not doing
make artwork. You never hired me to make anything for the merch store. I'm offended
How
now.
dare
I mean,
it?
you should
Alright.
really,
I mean,
John, you should really get like groups to do most of your art. They need it more than me.
to be fair, the FBF mostly it's just the FBF logo.
It is
See,
the FBF
no
logo.
wonder you can't make any monies. You need to start like branching out. Like you just did, like if I did a total fan service T-shirt of all the ladies of our D&D campaign, sans Briar, because she's underage and that would be weird. Just sitting there.
She's underage, especially now.
Falling out of their corsets.
Yeah, about that, guys. Yeah. She
God
drunk
damn
it.
it.
It wasn't my.
Hey, I'm gonna be right back.
All right.
So
Fires while I'm gone.
I'm gonna go back into streamer mode on Discord so that it stops pinging.
Ping, ping, mother.
Hello and welcome
One viewers.
to this FBF live stream of Minecraft. No, that's not what we're playing. That's not what we're playing at all. Actually, have I
Grand Theft Auto.
have I set this up? I haven't set this up at all. Oh, poop.
Oh, and you complain at us.
Yes, but I expect you to be
I
around.
don't know how to feel about this.
Uh,
Cookies!
Bear with me while I change things.
Oh, look at that sex. Who threw that?
I'm just getting an advert for Grand Tour. That's what I'm getting.
Storm King's Thunder, Dungeons and Dragons.
We still don't have a picture for Yoko. That's really sad.
Maybe I don't mind some King Nerdist crew play Grand Theft Auto. That'd be pretty awesome. Who wants to steal a space station?
Yeah, she's saying Thor or door.
Thor. She's got a dog called Thor.
Hey, oh Sammy.
Yo, Sammy, how curly is your hair now?
We are definitely playing D&D.
Storm King's Thunder.
If it's
mine.
D&D.
if it's not saying that, then refresh the page and it will say that. He says, "Heyo" again for some, yo for most. We're gonna be playing some Dungeons and Dragons. It's time for the Storm King's Thunder campaign to continue, and this week we have with us to play the game. Where's my list of people who are here? Jennifer is here, although possibly dealing with dogs right now. Amy is here.
No, I'm not. You've got no.
Tanny might be here.
I think that's hello.
Oh, I'm eating a human right now.
Was that a hula hoop?
Human.
Oh,
She's eating a human.
what did we tell you? Sean is here,
Cannibalism?
and Michael is here.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, he's such a precious cinnamon roll.
Maddie is back in from the cold, and we are gonna play some D&Ds now. When last we saw, yes, that's what this whole thing's all about.
And trying to solve it, because God knows no one else will.
We're gonna play some D&D. When last we saw our brave... Somebody usually interrupts me at this point. When last we saw these guys, they spent some time in Bryn Shandar restocking their ship before they started to head out for... Yeah, thanks, Sammy. Started to head out for Stormvold. Is it Storm? Svardborg.
Svardborg.
Svardborg. Svardborg, the Berg of the Ice Giants. Yes. Which is going to take about a day and a half trip from Bryn Shandar over something that is called shiftless sea, trackless sea. It's some form of a sea.
A sea of moving ice, I think.
A sea of blurry blur. As the map.
Thank goodness we know what it's called.
The Sea of Moving Ice.
10 points to Gryffindor.
So
I don't know what house I am.
You're totally a
Hufflepuff and
Hufflepuff.
Gryffindor together.
yeah, I'd say you're probably a
Slytherin
Hufflepuff.
bitches.
I'm a Ravenclaw.
I'm
Yeah.
Gryffindor scum.
I'm a Ravenclaw. I used
I'm Ravenclaw.
I used to be a Gryffindor, and then I changed.
Then I took an arrow to the knee.
Then
I have not
then apparently I realised I was more smart than brave.
Honestly, I'm just really thirsty for Snape, so...
There's an analogy, just like the tomato thing, like how you are in the Hogwarts school. It's like think of a door. If you're a Ravenclaw, you'll use, trickery and magic to open the door. If you was a Slytherin, you'd use like picklocking. If you was a Hufflepuff, you would open the door, but you let other people go in. But the Gryffindor, you just barge the door down with your foot. There you go, knock it down. That's a Gryffindor.
Maddie says, I've never taken the official Pottermore quiz, but everyone tells me I'm a Hufflepuff.
Yep.
And yeah. I think everybody can agree that Maddie is a Hufflepuff.
She's a Hufflepuffle. She's a cutie Hufflepuffle.
I'm a Slitherpuff.
Slitherpuff.
That just sounds icky.
Different quizzes, and I either fall in the Slytherin category or the Hufflepuff category, so I've just determined that I'm a Slitherpuff.
Kaylin, why did you just do 19 damage on a dagger?
I couldn't help myself. I just feel like stabbing things.
Oh, okay.
I'm just a fluffy snake, obviously.
Sammy says, Huffle hugs.
Amy
will know what that means.
Did you just stab me?
I did not
His
stab.
motherfucker.
You just stabbed me. You're next to me.
No, I'm not.
Did you just trip and go, oh no, it just, yeah.
I'm a Gryffhaven puff.
Amazing.
Anyway.
Now we just start to figure out what our...
Anyway. You take off from Bryn Shandar and you head towards this place that you don't actually know on the map, but you've got a strong feeling of where it is. And roughly how far away it is. And so you've got the rest of the afternoon to do things in. So if there's anybody that wants to talk to anybody about anything, you've got time.
Sorry.
Or I can just fast forward time.
I don't know. Who wants to converse with who?
Does anybody want to converse with anybody?
I am going to have an in-depth conversation with Damon.
That's Damon.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about.
We know about Damon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on, Rat Damon.
Oh,
yeah.
can we just have a bonding session between Damon and Mouse?
No.
Yeah, John. Can we?
No.
You have to control both of them.
On is
Exactly.
having none of your shit.
What would you like to say to Rat Damon?
Yeah, in my bird. Give him a little fist bump.
Kaelin, stay on the ship.
Have...
Trying my best.
My God. How do we even have a character called Rat Damon?
Because of me.
Because Sean.
Because of Sean.
I have the ability to obtain rats. I have the awaken spell. We have Rat Damon.
So much wrong with you, I swear.
Yeah. Just jealousy. If you want a talking animal friend, I can supply.
I would love that right
I
now.
can
I'll
the-
probably get like a tiny little dragon. That'd be so good, a pseudo dragon.
A talking dragon?
Can
I
the
don't think I
sorcerers...
Technically, I am one of them.
Can the sorcerers not get find familiar? I don't
I
think that's...
I think they can. I'm pretty sure.
Let me check and see if I don't have it naturally on me as a spell. But if I were to level up, I would probably get find familiar. But I don't know.
It's only a second level spell, so you've had access to it for quite a while.
I could have had an access
Find
to it,
familiar
but
is a
I got-
first level spell, but it's only wizards.
I am mistaken.
It's only for
The only
wizards.
second level spell I've got is Cloud of Daggers, and I better use that shit.
Yeah, apparently it's only for wizards.
It's only wizards and that one type of warlock that learns it.
Yeah.
And also, I suppose technically a bard could learn it as their sort of
They could.
fuck everything. I'm going to
I'm
learn
assuming-
other
what
people's
about
spells.
Scrolls? Is there a scroll of Find Familiar?
In theory, but you'd only get it once.
You could, but then if the familiar ever dies, then you'd never be able to get it back.
Yeah.
I don't want to kill an animal. I just want a pet, man.
Anyway, Sean, you wish to speak to Rat Damon.
Yeah, just gonna have a little bonding session. Find out what he likes, what he doesn't like.
He likes cheese and food.
Cheese and food, and yeah, just.
He doesn't like cats.
Doesn't like cats.
He doesn't like the cold particularly and likes to stay indoors.
It's just as well as we're going to somewhere probably even colder than British.
He would
England.
he would like to stay near the big warm metal thing in the middle of the ship because that's very warm.
Yeah, does this thing have a name?
I don't think the elemental does have a name. At least no one's asked it.
I asked him. I named him Bernie.
Bernie. Oh, for God's sake.
Bernie.
All of our names shall be puns.
Well, basically, I haven't. There's a local ice cream man that lives near me, Bernie, and yeah.
Nice.
Is he hot?
Apparently,
He's a very old fellow. Very, very kind.
apparently, Kaelin is just running laps of the ship at the moment.
Could you
Yeah.
say that? Could you say that he's furious? Oh, that's terrible.
Furious.
He's
Lunar's
furious.
meditating, so.
I will jump at her.
Is he
Cat
very?
is you.
Is he very famous? Oh, I've actually looked up fire puns, so.
I will roll stealth to see if I can surprise Luna.
Okay, roll a stealth.
I would.
Surprise!
Apparently she's low.
Sunrise, motherfucker.
Surprise, motherfucker.
It's his motherfucker.
Stealth.
Some fries, motherfucker.
25.
Hot eyes, motherfucker.
Luna, can you roll me a perception check?
Motherfucker.
Oop, hold on. That is the wrong
Yeah,
tab.
my plus
This is
11.
what happens when I have like 6 different things running at the same time.
Mhm.
Perception, you said?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yes.
No.
So Luna is just sat there meditating when suddenly...
I grab her by the shoulders and just goes, "What are you doing?"
Well,
I'm meditating, child.
Yeah.
Oh, I was supposed to scare you!
Me? Aren't you happy about that?
Maybe.
I was meditating. Meditation is all about the calm understanding of one's body and mind.
I have no idea what any of that means, but can I join?
I agree. Join
Honey,
with
you couldn't sit still for 5 minutes to save your life.
Well, I could
You can
try.
I'm already,
Try,
Kane's
but-
already meditating at this point.
Right, we will all meditate together.
Okay, then let's do
Yes.
this.
What are we doing?
Who's flying the ship?
Oh, okay. I will meditate over here.
Yeah, but still, you need to look at the bloody horizon, dude.
No, I've got my eyes closed.
I shall meditate near Bernie.
Can I?
It is entirely possible to meditate with your eyes open.
But that's kind of creepy, though.
Yeah, that's meh.
Yeah, but when you're driving a giant flying
Airship.
vehicle, it's probably a good idea.
Oh yeah, it's good. The thunder will be my eyes.
Yay.
I'm gonna die. Oh God! No!
I have true trust in my religion capability. Of,
That reminds me of
See,
that
that just
old
makes me
lady
think
from
of that.
Mulan.
That vine with Jesus take the wheel and the guy in the costume just reaches in through the car window.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Phantom takes the wheel.
Okay, I has a question.
I mean, for a start, that's a level 10 cleric ability. For a second, what's your question?
Is there anything I can roll, literally just to see how long Briar can stay still for?
Yeah. I mean, I guess it would be a...
Be Constitution?
wisdom or constitution.
Well, I'm proficient in wisdom, so yes. Nope, never mind. I gave up just about.
About a minute.
This meditating is boring. I want to do something else.
Listener is not at all surprised, but she smiles anyway.
Let us see. I don't know as much longer.
Aiden probably would, but I think at this point,
I'm gonna hang out with you.
yeah, she doesn't know. Despite that, she does meditate because she doesn't sleep. She's got stuff on her mind anyway.
It's probably about 3 minutes before you start hearing, and I just got Damon. I'm just like using him as a little plane.
Got too much on her mind, so she's just like, go somewhere else instead.
And then as the afternoon wears on into evening, wears on into nighttime, who is piloting the ship as you go into the late night? Or the
I do.
Me. I'm here.
He's already there.
Already there.
I'll come and join you then. Keep you company.
You'll have to rest at some point, otherwise you take shit.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely fine. I can see everything,
All the
even though
Constitution save.
Anyway,
Lunar has moved closer to the fire so that she can meditate in the somewhat warm now.
Yes.
Still
so-
meditating, she's just slowly moving closer to the flame.
slowly closer.
She's not snoring because she's not asleep. She's meditating.
Benwick is. Benwick's asleep. And he's snoring.
I'll let you know when, Tanny.
Okay.
I'll let you know when. As the sun sets
Why are you stepping?
and the
Sorry.
moon arises, an odd sensation takes over Yaghole.
Oh, I'm standing right next to him.
Move your butt, girl.
Ah,
Uh,
I'm feeling a bit strange.
I have a boner.
The morning wood of
that's
Lathander.
that's
I heard someone has a boner. What's happening?
The true religion has arisen.
Oh my god!
It's my dwarf penis.
Oh,
Hold on, I got it.
the real wolf is reared its head. No.
I feel,
I'm done. I'm so done. I'm out of here, guys. Bye.
I'm feeling very funny then. It's just.
Oh my god. No,
A sensation rushes over Yaghol, and you feel your mind slip away into darkness as pain takes your body. You howl in agony
That's a whinge.
as
That's a whine.
as bones snap and fur pushes through the body, and your teeth elongate, and left in his place. Maddie asks, was that supposed to be a howl?
That was good.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
No, you know what he says? He says, woo!
Lunar is literally diving past Kalen's grab.
And at this point, I would like everybody
Roll initiative.
to roll initiative. Except
Fucking yes!
except for Yaghol, who I'm going to take control of now.
Did
John,
Mike
take
go
the
roll?
wheel.
No, it's DM take the wheel.
Oh well, good job, Yaghol. You rolled a 2.
Initiative.
Thank you. Should have let me. You should have let me roll.
21. Fuck yeah.
So, Sean,
Hello.
Fenthwick sees the dwarf burst into
A tiny werewolf.
a humanoid,
Just to clarify, I am a 4-foot werewolf.
He ain't that big, y'all.
a 4-foot dogman.
So at first, it's... I know I should take this seriously, but I can't.
I can't either. It's so funny.
Does everyone just go, oh, he's cute?
Yeah, pretty much, I think, at this point.
yeah. Brian's like, oh, it's so cute. I want to pet him.
I mean, you did transform right next to her. I think she's a little bit concerned.
A slight, tiny bit.
Little bit worried.
Just a tad.
Right, what can I do? What can I do? A lot of my spells do damage to the surrounding area.
Like, right now, I'm just looking at you guys. Just
I'm
sniffing
assuming
the
you don't
air.
have a weapon.
I have a weapon, but I'm not good at weapons. I'm good at spells.
Suddenly, Sirius Black rushes in and says, "The real Lupin is in there somewhere." Oh, sorry, wrong werewolf. Sirius Black away!
Where the hell has Lupin gone?
That was Lupin.
Sirius
And
just jumps off the airship.
we're going to jump over to the map view
Oh.
so that people can see the map of this ship.
I love Lupin. Holy
Like an
shit.
actual map for the ship? I thought this was it.
For the stream.
For the stream, not for you guys. You guys get this. This is the map of the ship.
Oh,
Is it?
what have you
What?
been showing on stream? Just your face?
Yeah.
The character profiles.
God, the poor viewers just having a look at you.
Turn your
Aw.
camera on then.
How's
Oh,
the camera?
Oh!
I would if I had a camera.
Anyway, Sean.
I would turn on my camera, to be honest. We all will.
Go on, Sean.
We're much more pretty to look at.
Right, I am going to cast
And I've
Blight
got
at him.
titties.
Okay.
Right. What does Blight do?
It does damage, so eventually it will tell me what it does. So- Yeah, I think it's an attack roll anyway. Hold on. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm just making sure because everyone went very quiet.
We're just
Oh,
waiting.
yeah,
We're,
no, I'm
we're waiting to hear.
I realised, but with my connection, is like it could mean many things.
Oh, I get that. I get that.
So it's target must make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
A 16 DC. Damn it!
18.
So he takes half of this damage. 8d8. I think. Yeah. He takes half of that.
Holy shitball!
What on earth did you throw at him?
Dang.
I cast Blight.
Oh, interesting.
Target takes 8d8 necrotic damage on a failed save, and half as much on a successful one.
So Fenthwick thrusts forth with his hand, and black tendrils writhe out from it, and the wolf just howls in pain. And Maddie says, "Fenthwick, what the fuck?"
That was a bit harsh.
Yeah.
At the moment, you are a savage beast, and
He doesn't say it's a root. He says a woo.
Briar.
Do I have anything? Hang on. Do I have anything else I can do?
I don't
have
know.
Spell driver.
I don't know. Do you have anything else you can do?
I do, but I'm not going to, so I shall concede the rest.
Briar.
I run in front and just scream at Fenthwick, "What are you doing?"
I don't know. What is he doing?
Going to hold back until he's unconscious.
Need to whack him out, really.
That's a friend, though. You can't just hurt him.
Well, if we can't hurt him, let's at least immobilize him.
And then she turns around to Yarghol and he's like, hey, do you recognize me?
Let me do it.
Let me do it.
Alright, do it.
You're taking over my attacking thing. I want to do sound effects.
Okay,
God
growl.
damn it, John! You always do this.
It's more, you know.
I just thought, ow.
Religion.
Luna.
Guys,
You can't hurt him.
Hold on, I'm just...
That was beautiful.
No,
No,
it's-
he's
Alright.
definitely still there.
Wait, John, am I drunk? Can I get drunk in my werewolf form?
Why would you get
No.
drunk in your werewolf form?
Good, great.
Is it weird that I'm just imagining him as like a werepug?
a werepug.
I'm just imagining like a werewolf but with a pug face. That's all I'm imagining.
You are probably not wrong. You're probably not wrong.
You just want to like get your hands and go, would you?
You just want to squish it. You just want to squish it.
Numb. Bite your face off.
Boom!
Oh my god! Oh my god! I just found the perfect werepug.
I'm sorry?
Put it in memes.
I will put it in memes.
Isn't this gonna hit me?
No, because it's going... No, because it goes outwards. If you turn it, it should just hit
Okay.
Mr. Wolf Dance. Because I'm
Yeah.
literally right in front of him, shoving my hand in his
It
face.
shouldn't realistically hit you.
Realistically.
Well,
If I-
just imagine what he looks like in Land of.
There
There
we
you go. There's an image.
No, and she's literally just shoving her hand in that big old wolfy maw and...
go.
So he takes
That's
half the
crystal,
damage.
Motherfucker.
So that's 14.
I love how the little circle that's surrounding all of us has its own turn on the initiative drawing.
I know, right?
That's a new feature.
I know, I like it.
It actually counts up the turn markers for me as well, so it will tell me when it gets down to that. It counts up to the next turn. Kaelin,
Yes.
it is now your turn.
I'm gonna go over there and smack his head.
I'm gonna give him a smack.
Thanks, guys. You know.
No, we're just gonna not knock you
I'm
on.
trying to help.
Is that right?
I know. I hope I don't feel this, you know, when I wake up.
Yeah, anyway.
I do wake up though. Well.
That is a hit.
Pew!
Is it?
Love how we're just actively trying to kill this guy.
It is now his turn.
Gonna eat someone.
And
Look,
I
look.
would like
Yeah.
A lot of chocolate on your biscuit.
yes,
I like chocolate on my biscuit.
I
Yeah.
would.
Ew.
There's a club you can join for that.
I would like wisdom saves.
Yeah.
From everybody.
Thank God for the nat one before.
From everybody except for Briar.
Okay.
All right, wisdom save.
Oh no!
God, I actually rolled decently for once.
Oh.
Okay, so Luna, you can feel a presence in the back of your mind trying to take your body and hold your person still, but you resist it and you fight it back. Fenthwick and Kaelin, you feel your muscles tense and your bodies freeze in place.
Oh shit!
As I just cast a level 4 hold person.
Wait, when the fuck do werewolves cast spells?
When the fuck the werewolf also happens to be a cleric.
Oh.
Yes!
Oh.
Cleric werewolf!
5, 10,
Spells.
15, 20. And as a bonus action, he slides the grate on the front of the furnace open.
Shit!
Why? Oh.
Daddy!
Maybe don't do that. Maybe don't do that.
Are you taking the piss?
And the grate on the front of the furnace slides open a little bit, and a flaming tendril comes forth of Bernie.
Bernie, no!
No, Bernie!
And forms into a new fire elemental
Oh shit.
on the deck of the ship.
Oh, a new one.
I'm so
There-
glad I
I think I should point out the fire elemental forms on the deck of our wooden ship.
I
Don't
know.
worry. Don't worry, I have water magic. I can deal with this on my
So-
turn.
Basically, there is a fiery umbilical cord, a connection between the furnace and the fire elemental.
Don't call
That
it
is-
umbilical cord, because then it sounds like we're aborting a fire, baby.
No, it's not. It's not.
Get flagged for fire abortion.
There is a fiery connection between this new fire elemental on the deck of your ship and the furnace from which it has emerged.
Oh shit.
That sounds even worse.
Oh shit.
It's... They are connected.
Okay.
So in other
Oh,
words, I'm gathering that means if we kill that thing, we kill Bernie. So,
This is for Bernie.
if we kill Bernie, we have no ship. I'm gathering. I could be wrong.
Fenthwick,
Hello.
you are paralyzed.
I am.
At the end of your turn, you can make a wisdom saving throw.
Probably not gonna do it. Nope, then again, 23.
And suddenly your muscles relax. Briar.
Question.
Yes.
Will cutting the tie between Bernie and the new guy destroy Bernie, or will it just cut their connection?
You don't know until you try.
Then I'm gonna run up and close the grate.
Okay.
And
That's a good
I want to note as well, I've got my hands kind of like covered by my sleeve so I don't burn myself.
You slide the grate closed, and the connection severs, and both fire elementals roar as if they've been hurt, but they're both still alive.
Perfect.
Science, and they're still alive.
Then can I attack it?
You can attempt to.
This isn't gonna be good because it's gonna be resistant to everything I have. Alright, I'll attempt to slash with the dagger. 22?
That is a hit.
Okay, 6. And then I'll extra attack? Can I extra attack?
You can.
Alright. 20.
That is also a hit.
Nice.
As you slash into it, fire erupts around you, and you take 10 points of fire damage.
Okay.
As you plunge a dagger into a flaming humanoid.
Okay, nice to know.
Is the airship safe? That's the main thing.
Well, Luna can save it now.
Luna.
Sir.
Apparently
Alright,
it is
so
up to
since I
you
can-
to save the airship.
Yes, it is. So I am going to jump over here in like a really awesome display of flying ornate skirts and gems.
Okay,
Because I can.
because you can.
And then I'm going to cast watery orb on this thingy.
Nice.
Good idea.
Okay, so
Going.
this is a large creature. It's okay, yeah. So it must make a strength check. What is your spell save DC?
Crap. Where do I find that again?
It's at the top of the spell page. It's 15.
15.
So
Sorry, I keep forgetting.
So my roll of 12 is not higher than 15. So
Hello, Thor.
the watery sphere swells up around it, and lifts the creature into the air.
Didn't it just like destroy it because it's water and it's fire?
It doesn't quite work that way.
Should. Because of like
It extinguishes
physics,
all
but-
normal flames. This is not a normal fire.
Okay.
It does put out any fires that it had started on the ground.
Good. Okay, well there's that in there.
Pure elemental energy.
Yeah. Does it do any damage? It doesn't.
It just restrains
It just restrains it, so it is restrained.
So basically it won't burn the ship down. Woo!
Hold
on. Kaelin.
Mm-hmm.
It is your turn. You are paralyzed at the moment. At the end of your turn, you can make another saving throw, another wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, I can't do much. I'm going to do wisdom saving throw.
Nice.
And with that natural 20, your muscles relax, and on your next turn, you'll be able to do things.
I'm actually quite happy with that one.
But for now, it is Yaghol's turn. I'm sure there was meant to be a turn for the fire elemental in there somewhere. I rolled initiative for him, and he got a 4, so let me add him in.
Yay, he gets to have a go. What,
I mean-
Brandy Jr.
Briny Jr.
Add turn.
Puppy power!
4.
Yeah, remember the Thunder Yaghol! Remember your sugar daddy!
He is going to spin round and claws strike at Luna.
Oh shit.
That's a 19 to
shit.
hit.
Oh god, and you hit me too, because that destroys my armor class.
So
Oh god, no, you've got me.
that is a 7 points of damage.
Wait, I forgot my criticism.
Oh, okay, that
I got
works.
my blood hunter on as well.
Technically, you could activate that with this, but I'm going to be nice and say that you haven't.
No,
Nice.
of course not.
You just said he's spinning around and slashing, and all I get was, he spins me right
Right,
around,
yes.
baby, right?
Can you make me a Constitution saving throw? This is a concentration check to see if you can keep concentration on the spell.
Oh yeah, sure.
You're fine.
Okay.
Cool.
And so on the fire elemental's turn, he's restrained, but he can still attack.
Alright.
The only person he can attack would be Briar. So he reaches out from the watery sphere. 15 to hit.
Hang on, 2 seconds.
Hold the phone.
Let me just check something. I'm just trying to suss out. Is my armor class supposed to be 16?
This is a good question.
I'm pretty sure it's lower than that. Did we not take off the bark skin thing the other week?
That was on Lose. And in a different game.
No, but Bragg has like bark skin ages ago, and I'm pretty sure her armor class isn't 16.
Well, what armor is she wearing?
I'm trying to suss it out, but
It is just set
John's
to
looking at the
automatic.
character sheet.
It is just set to automatic armor tracking.
Oh, so yeah.
So it
So
should
50.
be 16?
What armor is she wearing?
Leather armor.
No.
Leather armor is 11 plus dexterity.
Yeah, so unless there's
Is she-
something else, it technically should be 40.
Yeah, it should be. Why is it not? That's a very
I
good
don't
question.
know.
11 plus dex. Has she got anything?
I know. I'm literally trying to
Has she
check.
got a shield?
No, she won't have a shield.
Well, it's like it's.
Oh yeah, it's gone back to 14 now. I've just turned it off of automatic and back to automatic. It's gone down to 14.
Oh. Okay, so was it 15 that rolled?
It did roll a 15.
Yeah, well that hits.
So you take 10 points of fire damage from the first strike,
On the first strike.
and on the second strike it rolled a 12, so it misses.
Good.
However, the touch of the fire elemental is enough that you burst into flames.
Oh joy.
So you're on fire now. I don't believe that there is a condition I add for that. I think that is just...
I just have to paddle the flames, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just spend, I don't know if it's an action or a bonus action to put them out. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure if you're on fire, and that's a condition.
You need
Oh,
to...
I mean, that sounds like a condition to me. Like
You need to take an action. Apparently that one was poisoned. You're not poisoned. You're on fire. You need to take an action to douse it.
God damn it. If I had rogue second level, that'd be perfect, but I don't, so that's annoying.
Fenthwick.
Pat me out, boy!
Technically, once they start flames on the person, they're not magical flames, are they?
True.
Right. So, if I were to do this, yeah, that'll do.
Sorry, before we go on-
Polymorph.
Before we go on, Brian,
Okay.
Brian, whilst I appreciate the comment, she is 15.
And I'm going to polymorph into a water elemental.
Okay.
Are you taking the piss?
Because they're only challenge. I thought they were higher challenge rating than this, but they're only challenge rating 5, so I can do it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So Fenthwick just explodes into a tidal wave of a person.
Well, that was unique.
I can see nothing.
That's a fair point.
You look beautiful.
He's very pretty. He is very pretty.
Jesus Christ.
There you go.
So
He's a very pretty man.
I am going to, as horrible as this may be for Briar, I'm going to sploosh through her.
Okay.
Dude.
I have water form. Elements can enter hostile creature or any other creature for that. Any other creature for that matter.
Why would you do that?
Put out the fire.
She's too young.
Yeah, I'm just like
Just
soaking
wait.
wet, just like.
Oh god, that sounds even worse. The 15-year-old girl is standing on the deck of the ship soaking wet.
Okay, so Briar, Fenthwick explodes forth into a tidal wave person and whooshes through your slot.
Oh, no.
This is so bad.
Guys.
Ooh, okay, yeah, he did that.
You are no longer on fire.
Okay.
No, she's just soaking wet.
I swear to God. I didn't. Did I take any damage or anything?
You wouldn't take any damage from that.
All right, brilliant.
I'm not crying. I'm laughing.
All right.
We get
rid of
flagged
that
on
little
YouTube
flaming bit.
for pedophilia, aren't we?
God,
No, we're not. Fenthwick only just splushed Briar.
okay, we all.
Stop saying
We are all.
Stop it! Before we get too further into this,
We are all going to take a deep breath.
and sploosh.
Okay, no. No more sploosh.
Okay, no more sploosh.
Okay. Fenthwick, just do the fucking.
I'm not going to do it because I won't be able to be heard over this. So,
Chester.
Okay, deep breath and stop. We need to carry on.
or at the very least, mute the microphone so we can't hear.
Okay, I'm good.
Brilliant.
we extinguish the fire. The
Sure.
fire has been
I think most of the fire on the deck has been put
Yes.
out, hasn't it?
Good.
Anything that
Yes, I
hasn't
think
been
so.
put out has now definitely been put out.
That's right then.
The
so
water
then-
sphere would have done a good chunk of it,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
now Fenthwick's new form would have gotten the rest.
So I am going to proceed to move around
Down.
to flank this restrained water elemental.
Yep.
Not water elemental, fire elemental.
Fire, you're the water elemental.
I'm the water elemental. I'm Spartacus.
You're the one who splushed Briar, remember?
Right, say that one
I'm
more
trying
time.
so hard not to laugh. Come on, guys, have mercy on me. I just completely had a giggle fit.
I'm choking on my sweet tea. Jeez.
So I have advantage on this.
You would have advantage on this attack.
So error of my formula. Okay, let's try this again. That's why it's got a random fucking thingy. Blur. That would it anyway, but blur.
Those
It's an
are
assuming.
both hits.
That's just one attack with advantage.
Oh, that's definitely one hit.
So I'm going to do another one. Yeah, that's with advantage. 14?
That'll hit.
So both attacks hit. So slash.
Sploosh.
I realised 2 seconds after I said that was a fatal
We've lost
mistake.
Jennifer.
No, I'm sorry, Danny. I genuinely wasn't fucking myself.
I'm trying my best to keep quiet, like stop laughing, but
So that's the damage.
Jesus. Is that all the damage?
That is all the damage, unless it takes anything from being hit by water or anything.
No,
like that.
it doesn't.
No. So
Why would you do that to me?
Okay, Briar.
Oh, me. I'm I'm gonna...
Well, you're all wet for first off, so...
Yeah, I'm gonna edge my... I'm gonna...
I was just... No, that wasn't supposed to be funny! It was just completely obvious.
I am going... Well, not me, Briar is going to edge her way between the little raging elemental battle going on right now. She's going, against my better judgment, but this would be true to the character, to grapple the fucking werewolf.
Okay. Could you roll me an athletics check?
Yeah.
I think I'm better.
Oh, crap. 13.
You attempt to, and he just pulls his way free.
It's like, I'm kind of trying to, I know it fails, but I'm trying to, like, pull him back away from Luna, if you get what I mean?
Yeah. You attempt to grab hold, and as you do, he just pulls his way out of your grasp.
Okay.
Jeez.
Luna.
Yes.
Perfect, god damn it.
You are currently concentrating on keeping the watery orb that is encapsulating the fire elemental.
Yes. Then I guess. Hold on. I think it's something that lets me do something while I'm holding.
You can't cast another spell that requires concentration, but you can cast other spells.
Yep, that was it. Hold on.
So as long as it doesn't require you to concentrate on the spell, you can cast another spell.
Alright, let me just see who's in my area of influence here. Okay, well, since he's right there, and I don't want to hit Briar, I'm not going to cast Cone of Cold again. I'm going to cast Magic Missile at the darkness. Yeah. Oh, that was terrible.
I always roll that one on extra damage.
That was awful.
Okay, that is 15 points of damage.
Oh man, that was terrible.
And is that against the fire elemental or against...
It's against the giant wolf standing right next to me.
I mean, that's a
Small.
fair assessment. You blast him with the magic missile, and he collapses to the ground.
Who joined us and who left us?
He's not dead, he's just unconscious.
Now we have to take out the fire elemental.
Let's do that. I'm calm. I did not cry because I was laughing so hard.
You did your best. We had fun.
Keep back.
And a bearded dwarf appears in his place.
Oh, my head.
Still unconscious.
He's still unconscious.
Fine. Okay.
Wait,
Am I naked? Am I naked?
No.
Oh, is he actually turned back?
He has turned back into his normal form. Kaelin,
Yes.
it is your turn.
I got this. Now I got here.
Go kill this bitch.
Okay,
Jesus.
I don't have any kind of weapons or spells to think. The only one I've got is Ray of Frost, but right now I think Briar's right in front of me.
Ray of Frost is a single target.
No, I'm like, boink.
Poink.
That is a hit.
Sweet up. Doink.
Nice.
Well called.
That is... Come on, click the button. There we go.
Click that figgly town fucking button.
It is the fire elemental's turn. And he is gonna swing at Kaelin and Briar.
Yep.
So that's a 20 to hit Kaelin.
Fuck. Yep, that hurt.
That's 7 points of damage, and you are now on fire.
Seven points of damage, yeah.
7 points of damage.
Yes.
And
I got my headphones off of it. Just give me a sec.
Briar, that's a 10 to hit.
Does not hit.
And then Werewolf, or former werewolf Yaghol's turn. Can you make me a death saving throw, please?
A death saving throw.
Yes.
Yes.
Hang on.
So if you open up your character sheet,
Yeah.
there's the slot underneath hit points that says death saves.
Click the word death save.
Click the word death saves.
Don't die on us.
I'm trying to. Oh, there you go. Death saves. Okay, there you go. I've just clicked it.
There we go.
Yay!
Uno successo.
One was a vessel?
Fentwick.
Fentwick. I am going to.
Bear in mind, Kaylin's on fire.
It doesn't actually hurt me because my opal rune,
Oh shit.
my fire opal rune is pretty much helping me out.
Oh yeah, you're resistant to fire damage, aren't you?
So yes, so
I'm resistant to cold damage. Let me just check. As an action, you can extinguish any open flame within 10 feet of you. Oops!
Me.
Oh well. But it just says I'm
Anyway.
resistant. I'm just resistant to cold damage, doesn't mean I am resistant to fire.
No, you're not resistant to fire damage, so being on fire still hurts like the dickens.
So I shall attempt 2 hits against this mofo.
Okay. That'll hit.
2.
That will also hit.
And then they take bloody-da. That's... And a bloody-da.
Okay. He is dead after the first hit.
What?
So I just smack the floor on the second one. Just...
Hug me! Hug me!
Don't hug me, I'm scared.
and then I pat Kaelin on the head.
There's a massive
Like
hissing
dragon on the...
hissing noise as you place your hand on the flaming dragon.
I just realised something. Was it on her head? Hair?
Yes.
She would have some of her hair then. I gotta know. She probably lost some of her hair. That's not coming back, guys.
I meant more like I'm patting you on the head and kind of like trying to almost shower. Because I'm assuming a water element would be rather drippy. So
I think so.
So yeah, I just kind of like a sprinkler system.
So
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
we'll drop out of initiative.
I run over to him.
So I am going to drop my water elemental form for now. I'm blind! No. Alright. So, who wants to poke him with a stick?
I will.
A very sharp stick. He's a cleric, he can heal himself.
I mean,
But you're unconscious!
No, I'm just saying.
technically, that would be a critical hit and cause 2 failed death saving throws if you want to make that attack.
No,
No.
Don't!
Would anybody like to provide some healing for?
Can't.
The thing is, if we heal him, does he turn straight back into a werewolf?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
question here.
Won't that be
Can
fun?
we try at least stabilize him to the point where he was not going
Yeah,
to
we
die?
You can make a medicine saving throw. Or medicine check.
Whoosh. Yeah!
There you go. Briar apparently knows enough first aid to patch him up. It'll
Try something. Boink.
Nope.
13. Oh well.
You help.
I helped.
Everybody else is also
like
there.
ER doctors fucking trying to put him back together again, and you'll just come up going, I have a bandage!
So Yaghol stabilizes, and you can move him downstairs to get a more comfortable night's sleep.
Yeah.
where if he doesn't receive magical healing at the end of a long rest, he can come back with 1 HP.
He can heal himself.
I think I'd leave him until like the moon wanes a bit.
Fucks off.
You go lock the door as well.
Flash wound.
And we lock the door and barricade it and put boxes in front of it.
Put Matt Damon, as a guardian.
No, Matt Damon's going nowhere near you.
Oh.